Aer Day Sling 2 review. Is this sling awesome? Does it suck? I'm about to tell you. We've split this review into different sections so you can jump around to the part that you want to see. First off, let's clarify. There is the Aer City Sling and the Aer Day Sling, and they are extremely similar. This is the second version of the Aer Day Sling, but if you want to check out the review of the Aer City Sling, check out the link right there. Not right there, it's right there. The gist of this sling is pretty simple. It's exactly as the name suggests. It's an everyday, small sling for your daily carry. You got 3 color options: black, gray, and Tav's favorite, camo. The capacity is a fairly small 4.5 liters. I refer as the Aer City Sling, which is 2 liters, as a pocket reliever. The Aer Day Sling is similar. It's kind of a pocket reliever, but it's also just a bit bigger, which allows you to pack a few extra things. Next spec is the weight. This guy only weighs 0.7 pounds. What's 0.7 pounds in kgs?
0.7 pounds is 0.32 kilograms.
It's the same weight as a small beer. And the last spec is gonna be the price. This bad boy runs around $75 USD, which is a really solid price because this is a quality sling with some quality materials. All right, next up, let's chat about the style. Now, the style of Aer is pretty consistent. I love their branding. Aer's motto should be, "We are sleek." Aer makes urban travel gear. Everything's sleek, everything's sexy, everything's minimal, and an emphasis on the urban part. If you live on a farm in Oklahoma, I don't think this is gonna be the sling for you. But more or less, the style is perfect for anybody who's looking for something sleek and minimal. All right, now let's talk about the materials, and I love talking about materials. The exterior material is Cordura ballistic nylon. Aer uses this ballistic nylon on basically all of their products. Ballistic nylon has sort of a rugged look, but a very smooth feel. And Cordura, the brand who makes this ballistic nylon, makes the best ballistic nylon in the game. Now, although I'm obviously kind of a fanboy of basically all Aer products, one point of consistent criticism that I have with their gear is their interior materials. They're just usually like, okay. I think that they are improving their interior materials. I have the Aer Capsule Pack, and I have the Aer Travel Pack, and I have the Aer Tech Sling, and they're not my favorite interior materials. Next material are the zips. These zips are YKK, and YKK zips are the best in the game. The zippers have an amazing feel. They're very premium. And this quick access pocket right here, the YKK zip is lined with a PU coating, which means it's water resistant. But a quick note about Aer's YKK waterproof zippers is that they're sticky. Like, you gotta really engage that wrist, and even then, like, it's gonna move a little slow. The non-PU coated ones are fine. Like, these are like, you can one finger these, you're just going like this. But this one, you gotta really you gotta be ready, and you gotta pull. And the last material is going to be the hardware, the buckles and whatnot. This is all from Duraflex. It's great hardware, it's satisfying to use, and it's highly durable. Now let's talk about the comfort of the Aer Day Sling 2. Truth be told, when it comes to slings, they're rarely uncomfortable. Double negative. Slings are comfortable. The reason being is they're small, man. They're tiny and adorable, and they can't fit that much stuff, and because of that, there's not really that much weight on the strap, so it's rarely uncomfortable. Double negative. Sometimes you'll see larger slings have some sort of padding on the shoulder strap, which I love, but this guy doesn't have it. I wish that it did, because even though it is very light, it's just nice to have that additional comfort. But if I had to guess, I would say Aer didn't include that because it would kind of the minimalist aesthetics, and it doesn't really screw with the comfort. And then when you're actually wearing it, it actually feels quite light, quite comfortable. It's sort of small, so it doesn't take up too much real estate. Some slings, like the Peak Design sling, are kind of like a big or even think of a larger messenger bag, like we did a Nomadic messenger bag a few weeks back, and it's just big and awkward. This thing is small, it's subtle, and because of that, it's really comfortable and has a nice sort of flow with your body. Super comfy. Okay, now let's start to actually get inside the Aer Day Sling 2. Let's talk about the front. The aesthetic of the front is dominated by the ballistic nylon and the look of this zipper just sort of whoosh, cutting through the middle. Remember what I said? This zip is a little sticky, so you gotta really engage those wrists. And once you're inside, kaboom! This is the front quick access compartment. The quick access pocket is good for things that you need quick access to. So for instance, I got me some smoked almonds. I got me some headphones. I've got my little e-cigarette set up in this nifty little case right there, and I've got a portable battery and a cord. You got 2 elastic pockets. That's it. I like the compartment for its size. It's got a nice depth to it. It's got a nice build to it. But as I mentioned earlier, I don't love these interior materials. I think that Aer put a ton of money into their exterior materials, the Cordura ballistic nylon, but then they try to cut a few corners and save some costs on these interior materials. They're not bad, they just don't feel premium. And also note, where is the Aer logo? 99% of backpacks or slings or bags or whatever, they'll have a logo somewhere on the front. Aer does this little tag right there, so it's on the side. So what's nice is if you like that sort of anonymous, minimalist sort of a look, the front really contributes to that. Next up, middle. Let's go. Now, these zippers right here, remember, they're not PU coated, which means on the bad side, they're not waterproof. But on the good side, they're super simple to open and close. One thing that I only just realized recently about Aer zippers is that they're lockable. I've been using Aer products for months now, and I had no idea. The way that these zippers work is you can go ahead and just sort of weave them into each other. And it's not like, you know, like a safe locked, but like this will deter a crafty thief from accessing your goods. Pretty nifty. Once we're inside the main compartment, you can see it's actually pretty big. Like, look at that. Like, that's actually really impressive. It almost has like a build that kind of like expands, and you can fit a ton of gear in there. As you can see in here, I just got some stuff. I got my mints, hand sanitizer, tissues, masks, shades. I got a pen. So as you can see with the main compartment, we have the 2 elastic pockets, just like with the quick access compartment in the front. You have this zippered pocket right here, and then you have this sort of back compartment sleeve. Yet again, materials, meh. This main compartment is good for 2 things. A, things that need to be more secure. That's the zip pocket we'll talk about in a second. And B, just to kind of store things that you need quickly, but not as quickly as you would need with the quick access compartment. 2 elastic pockets are nice. Let's talk about this zip though. Zip pocket is definitely for your more secure items. So we have, I got my wallet in there. I got some coins. Not that coins are secure, but it's just where I put my coins. And then you've got the key ring holder. Key ring holder, a little cheap to me. You have some companies like Boundary Supply or Nomadic where they're really going above and beyond with their keyring holders, where they're giving you retractable leashes or magnetic solutions. This is just kind of a cheap nylon strap, and it doesn't extend very far. But the good news is that it's a sling, so like it's easily to maneuver, you know? So you're going home, you got this thing right here, you just kind of unzip, you just kind of bada bing, bada boom, and you're in. So I'm cool with the functionality of this compartment. This would also be an ideal location for a passport if you're traveling, because this would make a great companion for a day trip while you're traveling the world. And then finally, we've got the back sleeve, which for me, I always keep my shades in there, even though it's a little kind of awkward. The shades don't fit very well, but this is just kind of a throw-all for me. Pop a snack in there, throw your masks in there. Tab said put the condoms in there. Really small though, it might be able to fit. My one criticism though about the main compartment is that everything just kind of feels a little loose. While we have enormous expansion, right, and there's a ton that you can fit in there and it really opens up, it doesn't really feel like secure. It just kind of feels like these things are like floating around, and like when I have my glasses in there, like they don't really like stay in one place. They're just kind of, and then like this pocket's like opening up. I guess that I just wish that this pocket was more flush. Literally like just like press against there, so it just kind of had a neatness to it, because this looks neat. Now maybe that would constrict the ability to open it a little bit, but like I'd at least have some sense of organization, because right now it's like anarchy in there. But maybe I'm just nitpicking. More or less the main compartment, it's pretty great. It can fit a ton of stuff, even though it gets a little crazy. Okay, now let's talk about the back of the Aer Day Sling. First up, let's start with the strap. Really basic stuff. It's just kind of a nylon band. Think like a seat belt. We've got this little handle right here. This Handle is for when you want to hold it. You're like, oh, let me grab the handle real fast. I mean, in essence, I'm making fun of it because it's so simple and it's kind of weird. And I guess it's nice you can like hang up the sling with that. That's pretty cool. I don't really find myself using it that much though. Like I'll just kind of use the main strap to hang up my sling. And if I grab it, I just use the main strap. But I guess it's nice to have an extra handle. Back to the strap though, we have a dangle stopper right here, which is great. No excess dangle, just flapping around. You just go ahead and tighten this guy and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. The Duraflex buckle is really nice, really satisfying, and this will last forever. It's just great. Duraflex makes great fucking hardware. One interesting thing to note is that slings, that buckle, have different locations of where the buckle is. So for instance, the Air City sling, let's say you're wearing it behind you, the buckle is front and center. So it's like right here in the middle of the two straps, then pop it off there. Same thing with the Belroy sling. This buckle though is interesting because it's actually at the beginning or the end. I think that this offers some pros and some cons. On the cons side, I think it's a little less convenient. I loved my city sling. I pop it on, and then when I just want to take it off, like that convenience of the buckle being right there, because I typically wear my sling behind me because I live in Hong Kong and things are really safe here and theft really isn't like a huge concern, so it's easy to use. This one though, it's just like I gotta remember like what side, is it on the beginning, is it on the end? It's just a little bit more to think about. But here's on the pros side, and I never thought about this. On the Air City Sling review, there's a comment of somebody else who used it, and while they were in Cambodia, they were wearing the sling with the sling in front of them and the buckle behind them, and it's a monster donkey buckle. And he said he was walking down the streets and somebody just unclipped it and they grabbed the sling and they f***ed off and his sling was gone forever. So on the pros side, I do think that having the buckle a little bit more here, a little more subtle location, makes it safer and less likely to be stolen. The last compartment is this guy right here, which is a little back compartment, which I like to use for my phone. I think it's ideal for a phone or a small wallet for 3 reasons. A, if you're wearing it in the front, it's pressed against your body, I guess the back too. So if you're wearing it on you, it's pressed against your body, so it keeps it safe. 2, it's actually really quick and easy to access. You only have a single zipper, just kind of one of these. And 3, the shape is actually quite small and it's a little bit flat, okay? You're not gonna be able to fit like a big ass pair of headphones in there. It's a flatter surface, therefore it's perfect for a cell phone. Nice pocket, nice to have. Then finally on the back panel, nothing. There's no additional padding or anything, which on a backpack would piss me off. But on a sling, it's perfectly fine. You don't need padding on a sling, it would be overkill, and I like how it kind of keeps with the aesthetic. God, isn't that ballistic nylon beautiful? Okay, let's wrap the review up by talking about some overall pros and some overall cons of the Aer Day Sling 2. Pro number 1 is that most of the materials are extremely high quality. Pro number 2 is that it's got a great look and a great feel. And pro number 3 is that at around $75 US, it's actually not a bad price considering all the great quality materials that you're getting. But, here's my cons. Con number 1 is gonna be, I'm just not a big fan of the interior materials of not just this, but really most Air products. And then con number 2 was that the main compartment just kind of felt a little too loosey-goosey for my taste. I was hoping that the pockets and everything would just be a little bit more flush and a little bit more secure. Anarchy in there. So with all the pros and all the cons taken into consideration, we gave the Aer Day Sling an overall score of 4 out of 5. It's a 4-star sling. It's an almost perfect sling. If the size is right for you and you dig the style, you may have met your sling match. So let's talk about exactly who this sling is perfect for and who can take a pass on it. This sling is perfect for you if you want a stylish sling. This sling is also perfect for you if you want a sling that can be like a pocket reliever, take the things out of your pockets, and then carry just a little bit extra. If that sounds like you, please use the links in the description below. Those links make sure that you get the best price and it helps support our channel. But this is who the sling is not for. This is not for you if you're looking for a true pocket reliever. That's like a super small sling. If that sounds like you're looking for a true pocket reliever, a true like small sling, check the links below. This is also not the sling for you if you carry a ton of tech gear. Ultimately, it's not a tech sling, it's gonna be too small. If you need a sling that can help carry like a small tablet or even a laptop, check the links below. And this is also not the sling for you if you're looking for a photography sling. Sure, you can fit a camera in there, but at the end of the day, there are slings that are specifically designed to suit your DSLR lifestyle. If that sounds like you, check them links below. As always, if you found this review useful, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, if you make a purchase, please use our links. It helps make sure you get the best price and it supports the channel. That's it, dudes, and we'll see you next week.